welcome to this short video on DXF usage in Trimble Access. So to start, you'll want to bring your DXF file onto your controller and keep it within the Trimble data folder where the project is located. Keep it in that folder. It makes it easier for you to find in the future. It's just good practice. So you can see I've got my job open here. There's nothing on the screen. And I want now to bring in my DXF file. So one thing you need to keep in mind, you'll need to match the coordinate system of your job and the DXF file if you're using a GNSS receiver. As they don't match, you're going to have a DXF file that is located incorrectly. If you're using it with a total station and you have the scale set to 1, and that's how the DXF was produced, then that's perfectly fine. You can work off it like that. So, to start, I'm going to press on the layer manager here in the left side of the screen. Tap that, and you can see I have my point files tab open, a bunch of jobs existing in there. That's not where we want to find our DXF file. It will be under map files here. Press that, and we've got nothing here at all. Sometimes there's leftover DXFs from other jobs, and you'll see them in here, and you can utilize them in different job. But here we have nothing, so I'm going to click Add down at the bottom. There is our DXF. I can just click it with the check mark there and then press Accept or the Enter key to bring it in. And now we can see it is on the screen. Please note that we have a check mark here, and that means it's visible but not yet selectable. I am trying to click with my cursor here and nothing's selectable. So you can utilize it like that as a background map, physical or a visual guide, if you will. But if you want to stake out any of these lines or points, you'll need to press your DXF here again, and you get a perforated box that appears. Now I can select everything, as you can see, whichever I'm clicking on, and I'll zoom in here to a area where we can see something in more detail. So I can click on this line, I can stake that out. I can click on any of these nodes and stake them out as well. And then if I wanted to remove them, I just press on the DXF and it removes everything off the screen. Press it again, brings it all back. We can also click on this little arrow here to expand the layers. So we can select which layers we want to see. Maybe we only want to be able to select and stake out a specific layer, but the rest of them you like as a visual aid. Well, then you can click on that specific layer, and now these two here would be selectable, whereas the rest would not be. Zoom in again. Conversely, you can also go to the menu here, the settings, and if I scroll down here, we can actually, if we want the colors off, we can turn on our monochrome map if we like to make everything black and white. Down here in the map data controls, there's a few things that are directly applicable to our DXF files. One being explode polylines. So if we turn that on, that means any polylines will now be broken up into line segments that we can stake out. As a polyline cannot be staked out correctly by Trimble Access. It doesn't know where you're referring to exactly. We can also create nodes here, and that puts a little node on the end of each line and allows us to stake the point out instead of looking for a stationing and offset, so to speak. There's also the null elevation here, so anything below this elevation, -9999, as it's set at the moment, will be considered a null elevation. Now, you can set that how you feel, dependent on your project. We can turn on the DXF's text here or turn it off. Same with the display names and the display codes, along with display elevations and display station values. Those are all up to you, whether you'd like to see them or not. And then we can just press Accept, and it will appear in our map here. And that's pretty much how you work with the DXF in Trimble Access. one thing that definitely is very important is to double click to now have selectable points and line work. Thank you. And that concludes this video on working with DXF files in Trimble Access.